Junkman for VintageRock.com, and again we are here at NAMM 2018, and we're at the Ashdown Design booth, which was previously just completely taken over.
That was crazy. I mean,
a little crazy. And we're here with Mark from Ashdown.
Nice to meet you. Really good, thank you. We're just recovering from what I can only say was like a mass attack on the booth, you know? I'm sorry you guys didn't get to talk to Geezer, but we've never seen 1,000 people lined up around the booth. It was incredible. And I've got to say thank you to the man, because he did that. We've designed a product with him, for him, with his Tech Terry as well. So this is his Head of Doom, as they call it. It's a variant on our ABM 600, which is been making that for 21 years now, and it keeps selling. But this was critical, and we've made valve amps for him. We've done things with him. We've worked for Geezer for 6 years and never quite nailed it. 2 years ago, we came up with this, and his Tech Terry said, look, we want to be able to do this on one press of a button from one switch. We want to have different cabinets with different EQs, but we just want to have one controller.
Simple but better.
Yeah, but the hard part on that is when you start introducing multiple amps, multiple cabinets, different EQs, you're getting earth loops. So you've got to try and design that out of the whole system. So the back end of this is what's most interesting. We've got a big transformer isolation, so every separate channel, it's got its own earth. So there's never, no matter how he plugs it in, he's never going to have an earth loops. And that noise of an earth loop when you link things up is hell. So that was great. For a lot of people, it's too much. But this is what he does. He has
Black Sabbath. It's Geezer Butler, dude. It's got to be loud. It's got to be thundering.
He's got multiple cabinets, multiple EQs, and that's what he wants to do. So look, we build him what he asked for. And we do that for quite a few people. You know, a lot of the products you see on stage, we're very happy to tweak shit. We also build custom valve amps for people. We have guitarists come in, bass players come in, and they'll sit down, and my lovely tube engineer, Dave Green, been building amps for me forever. He'll sit there and he'll make it sound how you want it to sound. With Geezer, that was a little easier. We had to change a little bit more overdrive. We got a little bit more power into it, but in all, he liked the basic product. And then we made it look right. Look at that.
Sure, man. It's a beautiful looking piece of product over here. You know?
Oh,
and again, you know, it's basically it's right out of the box with just a couple of little tweaks, and you got the exact same thing that Geezer Butler's using. So, you know, for bassists, dude, that's where it's at. You know?
Yeah, look, I grew up learning his bass lines, playing school assembly, you know, Black Sabbath in the school assembly in front of people. So for me, he was a legend. Him, John, a few other guys, Jean-Jacques Bedell, Stranglers, they're all my heroes. And to actually spend time and chat with him here, and for him to come to this booth on his own, drove himself here, like, oh damn.
And have a couple of hundred kids waiting to get autographs from him over here, which is basically what just happened. But he's going to give us a look at the back end of this, man.
This is where it all works. So he can control everything, he can change the sounds, it's got effects center return, but the fact this is all isolated for him, so he doesn't have any issues with earth loops. That's what it boils down to. And he can A/B, switch all these different cabinets off, run it. There's only 4 or 5 people in the world who would really need that. But it sounds amazing, so what the hell? You know, it's a great sound here. So yeah, thanks Geezer for coming by. Hey, this one's signed.
What do you know about that?
Some lucky person's gonna get this, I think, somehow. This is number 1, I don't think it's even got a serial number.
Wow.
No, this is the first one we ever built. No serial number, nothing.
No kidding. Wow, that's the one. Literally the one. Tell us about the cabinet itself.
This cabinet is made for Walk the Moon.
Really?
Of all things, they wanted a custom cabinet. They wanted us to take the horn out of it so it wasn't quite so bright at the top end, and put a retro vintage grill on. So this cabinet actually is for Walk the Moon, the band. And Geezer actually uses 412s and 15s.
Right.
So this isn't what he'd use, but we liked it. It was a cool looking cabinet. Just show as a company what we do in terms of custom products. We do anything. I think you may have seen a few years ago, we did a seafoam green valve amp, we did candy apple reds. Yeah, we try and keep our customers happy. I think people don't see us as a tiny company. We're 12 people, and we can say, we'll make that tomorrow, please, no problem. And there's a few products here.
Let's go look at some of the other products that you got over here too as well.
That's a big amp. This is an all-tube amp, but it's probably the smallest, most portable all-tube amp there is, because it's 30 watts, it's 4 EL84s, you got 4 preamp tubes, and I wanted to. This was finished Friday night before we flew out, literally.
Really?
Built it, and the idea was I wanted an amp that you could put in your suitcase, but a valve amp. People like valve tone, I like valve tone. It's loud, it's only 30 watts, but it's still very loud. So this fits in your suitcase. My Samsonite with all my clothes came out to NAMM with me. So, you know, we're going to modify this a little bit to get some more weight out of it, because it's still got 2 huge transformers in it. It's very important to have those transformers to get that valve sound. But it's still, everyone wants lightweight. We make lightweight.
Carry it on a plane, man.
We make lightweight. That's 500 watts,
wow.
You know? Yeah. That's
Nothing.
Nothing. But it's not a valve amp. It's got tone, it's great. This is probably our biggest selling amp at the moment, the Evo RM500, the Routemaster, which we've got to change the name. The Australians don't like the word Routemaster. It's kind of, yeah, we kind of push our luck sometimes. You've got to have some fun in this game. It's rock and roll, but we might have to take the Routemaster name off the Australians. Sorry, guys in Australia. But yeah, look, we make lightweight. We were probably the first company to make lightweight. We made a product called the Superfly 15 years ago, and that was, I think, the world's first class DM. We made neodymium cabinets. Yeah, we try and innovate as much as we can. That doesn't always get you sales.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It shows that you're really into the product, you know, so.
Absolutely, the whole company, everyone's a musician. I'm a failed one, but, you know, hey, I gigged a lot when I was a kid, and then you try and be famous, you go and do the interviews, you go and do the Island Records. I thought I was going to make it. Nah, onwards and upwards. So yeah, I ended up, I was
so you're doing the interviews now.
Yeah, it's great. It's brilliant. I'm very fortunate to meet your idols and spend time with people that you never ever thought you'd be able to talk to.
Right.
I mean, Stevie Wonder, the headphones. The man sent us a picture.
I was going to lead into the headphones over here.
Stevie Wonder sent us a picture with him in the headphones with a quote saying they're comfortable, they're clear, they're dynamic, and he wants them for the rest of the crew, the band. And you're going, how did that happen? My God, they do sound good.
What's some of the specs on the headphones there?
Oh, these are 40 millimeter,
right.
Just dynamic sound. A lot of process, they're automatic noise cancelling, so there's a lot of process control in them, and a lot of work in a miniature anechoic chamber to get them right. And what we try to do, we are musicians. We want them to sound good for musicians. If they sound good for musicians, it can't be bad for everyone. When you think from 1983 onwards, probably 60 or 70% of the bass tracks you've heard over Europe have got an amp that we've built in it, from Trace Elliott to Ashdown. So we've got a lot of experience in what a good sound is and what bass is. So we put that in there, and then we put our signature VU mirror on it that's calibrated to European hearing standards, so if it goes into it. But what I like about it most, the reviews have said these are better than headphones 4 times their price. We've got some amazing producers raving about them. What I like is people when they say they sound nice. I'm happy. There's no bass fakeness. It's a great, clean, open sound. You hear things that you don't hear. I had friends like, man, I never heard that track before. And that's kind of what it's about. And they're comfortable. This is the biggest investment I think I've made in my history. And it's scary, the size of the market and the amount you have to do to protect it, especially from things being copied in other countries. Right. We'll leave that one alone.
And we're not talking about Australia this time, right?
No, definitely not. We were shocked at how many people had. We launched in the CES Las Vegas show, and how many people were taking pictures and can we buy them? And then, but luckily, you know, it's all seriously protected, patents globally.
Right.
But then you got to fight them. So we got that little bit of fun to look forward to. It's all a challenge. You know, our industry, the music industry's had a hard time with guitar amp sales, amplifier sounds. This lovely gadget that we all live by, unfortunately means that musicians don't get enough money from the sales of records, vinyl albums, nice to see albums coming back. So we've had to look at diversification and spread it around a bit. And take it from there. So we're trying to innovate on one level, diversify on another, and see if we can push the boundaries a bit. At the same time, make a living out of it.
Absolutely.
which is hard these days.
Well, yeah. I mean, you look around, and the owners of the companies are here, and they're hawking their ware. That's what you got to do, dude. You got to get right in people's face.
Yeah, you got to. And actually, we all enjoy it. We had a guy come, man, you're still building your booth? Well, yeah, or I can pay someone $10,000 to build it.
Right.
No, it's not a hard thing. You know, we're a small company, we have to do it. And you're right, there are a lot of people around here doing it. So, you know, we're 21 years old now. Hopefully we'll be here for another 20. And we'll just keep trying to innovate, but be sensible. Give the world something that it doesn't know it needs. Or if it doesn't know it needs, we'll try and tell them they need it.
And if not, we'll make it even better, too.
Excellent. That's exactly.
Well, I appreciate you talking with us, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the time.
Absolutely. Again, it's Ashdown, and you can find stuff at ashdown.com or
ashdownmusic.com and metersmusic.com. We couldn't get the trademarks, they're already registered, so you had to put the music. But yeah, come and see us. If you type Ashdown, you find us easily normally now. So the web's got a good coverage.
Well, enjoy the rest of NAMM, my friend.
Thank you, and you.
You got it.
Tired, I'm going to sit down.
Again, it's Junkman from VintageRock.com at NAMM 2018 with Ashdown.
Thank you very much.